Okay guys, thanks for watching this training video today. I wanted to quickly go over how to find for sale by owners on Zillow. And for those of you that don't know, a for sale by owner is an individual, a homeowner that's trying to sell his home or his or her home by themselves without the use of a real estate agent, usually to save money on commission. But sometimes it can be for a variety of different reasons, maybe underwater on the house and they just can't afford a commission, but a lot of different scenarios as to why somebody would sell their house by themselves. But what we're going to try to do here is book listing appointments from for sale by owners so we have a chance to get in front of them and convince them otherwise. So just some basic house rules here. What happens with for sale by owners when you call them is, 9 times out of 10 they're going to be a little reluctant to meet with a real estate agent or even to talk to them on the phone, only because they think that realtors are just calling them to list their home, which obviously most of the time is the case indeed. But we want to make sure we inform them appropriately of why they should use a real estate agent. But trust me on this, I've been doing this for a long time, making a lot of calls, going to a lot of listing appointments. That's not what you want to try to convey over the phone. That's a conversation that you're 100 times more likely to close on if you do it in person as opposed to over the phone. Very difficult to convince somebody over the phone to try to list with you when they could just easily hang up the phone, as opposed to meeting up with them in person, letting them tour you through the house, and then pitching them your services, being able to deliver some sort of packet. You guys get where I'm going with this. You want to be able to meet with these people in person, which is the purpose of setting up these listing appointments. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, give you my home city as an example here. We're going to go Naples, Florida. It's right there. And you can, just like I typed in Naples, Florida, you can do this anywhere actually in the world, but we're just going to focus on US. You'll come to this map search and you'll see a bunch of little red and blue dots. So the first thing we want to do here is on all our filters down here, we want to make sure that we unclick by agent, new construction, foreclosures, coming soon, foreclosed, and pre-foreclosures. We only want to leave by owner, for sale by owner, and make me move. And a make me move shows up on the map as a blue dot. And those are people that may necessarily just want to know, what kind of activity they can get if they put their house on the market, as far as, maybe an overpriced valuation. Not typically, they're not as serious, but sometimes they can still be a viable tool. I'd rather go for the red dots first, and then if I need to, go for the blue dots. So you can see there's quite a few here in Naples, Florida. I'm just going to pick one at random here. Let's go with this one. So this is on Longboat Drive. It's a for sale by owner, as you could tell. Decent pictures. You can kind of get a gist of what the house is like. Looks like they just cut the price by $10,000, so that's a good opportunity for you to be like, hey, let me or let my associates show up and show you how we can actually help you save that $2,000, or I'm sorry, that $10,000, instead of you decreasing the price and decreasing the value. So you want to do here is make sure this says for sale by owner. Sometimes they'll put things like owner/agent broker protected, meaning that they're willing to work with, what I gather at least from that is that they're willing to work with agents, which is a good thing. At least they're willing to pay one side of the commission, so you've won half the battle there. You just need to get them to pay the other side too. This seems to be vacant, and we have the property owner's phone numbers here. Make sure you don't call any of these three results before. You want to make sure you call the last one, because these are actually agents. So you'd be calling agents. That's not a good conversation you want to have with another agent. So just make sure you're calling the property owner. If there's no number here, if it's just blank, you can just uncheck and check property owner. Make sure this is the only one checked again, otherwise you're going to be emailing agents, and contact them about the home. Sometimes you can get a response out of the email feature as well. But basically what you're trying to do is you're finding this phone number. You got an address, so you know you got a live lead here. I would call and hit him with the script that I provided you guys before to try to set up an appointment either for myself or my team members to go out there and just preview the house, right? So you don't want to lie to them and tell them that you have a buyer in hand unless you actually do. But most of the time you won't, and if that's the case, you want to just say, listen, I do this every day. I look at listings, especially in your neighborhood or in your area, almost on a daily basis, and I just want to make sure I am as aware as possible of my inventory. In the event that I have a buyer, I'd like to preview your home. That way I know what I'm talking about. It's just that's the kind of level of service that I have. I usually preview a home for my buyers before going out to the property with them. That way I kind of know what I'm talking about as I'm touring them through the property. And they'll get a good business-minded for sale by owner will understand exactly what you're talking about. They'll respect that. It's all about the delivery of the phone call. If you come off too abrasive or too nervous or too ungenuine, then people will kind of sniff that out, and you'll lose your conversion rate on getting appointments over the phone. It's really not a hard thing to do if you got a good script in hand, which I've provided. Obviously, you want to tailor that to what sounds natural to you. A lot of the times, what sounds natural for me won't necessarily sound natural for other people. But at least if you read the script or read from the script, you'll get a gist of exactly what the angle or what the goal of the call is. And again, just to set up appointments with a specific date and time where the owner can actually meet you there and have him take you through the property. This is a good example here because it's vacant. So a lot of the times the for sale by owner will say, hey, yeah, just tour the house. There's a lockbox. I'll give you the code. You can go ahead and show yourself. To that, I would say, you know what? I'd really rather you be there if it's not too much of a concern or a hassle for you. I'd rather you be there because nobody knows the home better than you do, and I want to know exactly what you know about the home as opposed to me just making assumptions, or if I have any questions, you'll be there to answer them for me. That's what I always tell people when they say, oh, I won't be there, but you can show yourself around, whether it's vacant or not. It happens all the time. So some points to keep in mind: make sure that the for sale by owner is there with you. Make sure that you don't tell them that you have a buyer unless you actually do. You're trying just to set up an appointment, set up a good, honest relationship, as opposed to start the basis of the relationship off on pretty much a lie, right? Or a misguided misconception. So you want to make sure you're upfront with them. I usually say, listen, I don't have a buyer right now. I'll be straight honest with you, but I do a lot of business in your area, or my company does a lot of business in your area. I like to be aware of the inventory. I like to see what's going on. I like to preview homes in this particular market only because I typically have buyers there during season, during off season, during peak summer or peak winter, whatever happens to be your market. Just want to be as forward with them as possible about what you're trying to do. And then when you get to the home, it's a different scenario, right? Then you kind of switch your hat a little bit, but that's another training for you guys. This is the gist of it. As you can see here, there's plenty to pick from in Naples, Florida, but you can go anywhere in the continental U.S. and see very, very likely the same results as you're seeing here. But anyways, if you have any more questions, please let me know. Let me know if you don't have the script. I will forward that to you. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.